Hello everybody, this is Mr. Lu and Dragon Tan again. Okay? Yeah,
Hello.
everybody say hi to Dragon Tan.
Hello, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, huh? You won't believe where we are right now. We are actually at Mid Valley JB and then we happen to see each other. So what are you doing here, Dragon?
Same as per normal. Bring my wife and boy, and my boy want to watch the movie, SpongeBob.
Cheaper here, right?
Cheaper, and well, I just did my Paddy Manny. So it's
Really?
just, one stop leh. Bling bling one. So it's one stop all the way from morning until evening.
Wow. Okay. Was there a traffic jam today?
I think the traffic jam is not too bad because it's Christmas Eve. So most of the Singaporeans prefer to stay in inland to celebrate Christmas later.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, since he's here, I quickly steal his time. I want to find the status of the property market right now. Can you give me an update? The last time there was a huge dip in the
Volume.
HDB resale volume, and that was in October, I remember. Okay, we got the quarter. What's the sentiment on the ground right now?
Still slow, honestly. Volume transaction will be slow as expected in December. It's festive. Everybody is moved. It's either the sellers overseas, buyers overseas. If not, the listing agent or the buyer's agent are all overseas right now. So the number of viewings, right, probably is not going to be record high until probably in January. So back until January next month, you will see a spike in the number of viewing before the buyers they want to conclude some deals or before the Chinese New Year itself. So this is typically the norm. And eventually during the Chinese New Year, you'll be quiet for a few weeks. And after the Chinese New Year in March, the whole market is going to resume to normal, March to October next year.
So do you think that the last quarter in October, the October number when it's out, it was quite bad? I remember the sales plunged by a lot. Do you think the next one that is coming out in January will be better or will be about the same?
Typically, January will appear to be better.
No,
in terms
but
of
the
volume.
January numbers come out is for last quarter.
Exactly.
Yeah, that means it's for October, November, December.
So as
These 3 months.
Yes, as a reminder, because the HDB actually so-called introduced 20,000 BTO and around 10,000 sales of balance. That was of this year itself, 2025. Total 30,000 BTO and sales of balance in the whole Singapore. Typically, you will have an impact on the resale HDB market.
And
So,
the impact is still being felt.
the impact definitely will take time to wear off. You need the time for the buyers to come to the resale market. So you need time for that. And luckily for next year coming forward, I don't think we're going to have so many sales of balance, probably a few thousand, that's all. Not as many as 10,000.
Finish up already lah.
Finish up already.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, in my pipeline itself, I still have some resale HDB listings, so I can feel
Lethargy.
not the lethargy lah. Sometimes I can be of tension here because I just want to get it the best deal for my seller as well. Buyers are still looking. It's just that probably what used to be sold within 1 or 2 weeks, right now it probably take months to sell.
Months.
It can be
How
3
long?
months to 6 months.
6 months to sell HDB.
It depends on the total number of supply that is being released by the HDB BTO as well as sales of balance in the particular area, estate or town. So if the supply tend to be more, you tend to impact on the resale market around the estate itself.
But what I don't understand, I see the resale price, at least the headline, they still hit record high. But it doesn't make sense because it still hit record high, but the sales volume come down significantly. How do you explain this phenomenon?
Singaporeans tend to look for things that is of premium. So if you really read the article carefully, those record-breaking HDB are mostly in places like Dawson, Queenstown, at Holland area, as well as places like Toa Payoh itself. So this is the area where it's more niche because of prime location. And of course, and these are the resale where that's not subject to the HDB regulation where there's an MOP of 10 years. Because these days, the prime MOP area, it takes around 10 years. And upon the sales of 10 years, right, there'll be a levy imposed on the subsequent owner. So rather than waiting for the BTO in this prime area, the buyer in the resale market, they tend to favor the resale, what is in the market itself, that is readily existing, and it only subject to 5 years MOP.
So what you're saying is that the prime still can hold price,
Definitely.
but the non-prime will kena.
The long price that's in the outskirts OCR area typically probably will not have this kind of favor among the prime buyer.
I see.
Correct.
I see.
And people who are willing to pay for 1 over million, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 million worth of HDB, these are the buyers are likelihood downgraded from the condo that probably they sold for 3 to 4 mil, landed as well 5 to 8 mil. So to them, 1.5, 1.6 mil, they can easily pay off in one lump sum.
I see. Okay, man, I remember, okay, we're going to talk also about the condo market and landed and rental. I want to talk about rental first, okay, because you told me something interesting about rental market. There's a new phenomenon. Can you talk about it again?
Rental is quiet, that's for sure.
Quiet.
Yeah, if for many of you who are in the 1M65 who are the landlord, I think that you have to agree with me. The rental market or probably the responses for your current private property is very slow the last few months. Probably we've seen prices dipping from probably 4,003, 4,002 to 4,000, some even to 3,009 as well. It's not going to be as hot as during when the COVID reopened the border in 2022. It's crazy. People just pay you, people just offer you, even without viewing. They just transfer you the deposit. But this is it's going to be very slow. So I'm looking at statistics as well. This will be those area like the OCR area, that is the outskirts. For the prime area, the price actually dipped that little bit as well.
You're talking about rentals in prime areas.
Prime area, that is
by
in the
how many
CBD.
percent roughly?
Probably 5 to 8%.
5 to 8%.
5 to 8%.
I see.
But of course,
Okay.
we need to take average of certain area.
Sure.
Certain area like Clementi, tertiary town is always all time so-called sought after.
Because of NUS.
Correct. A lot of students
I see.
in the private uni as well, private school as well, is in demand. So it depends on what are the client profile that you're renting to. If you're renting to students, I think probably in this area like Clementi, West Coast, it's much easier. Or probably if your investment property that is near to business park, where the expats are working at, I think it's easier for you to find a tenant.
I see. Okay. So rental softening, okay, but now it's crashed at 5-8%. Okay,
Adjustment.
What's the reason? Is it because of more supply or the demand has fallen?
We can have more supply in the market as well. People are putting up for rental.
Too many condos.
Too many condos as well. But having said that, right, I think you have been following 1M65 videos and my sharing here. The new launches throughout the whole of this year are selling very well. So long it's near MRT, it's near to prime area. Everywhere is fully sold. 90%, 98%, some are even 99%. So this has been the trend all the while for 2025. And if you notice the government land sales that's recent, or developer bidding higher and higher. But why are developer bidding higher and higher? Because whatever launches that they launched in 2025 is all fully sold. So in fact, the land bank right is depleting as well. So they need to bid higher and higher. We're expecting more and more of the new launches in the OCR next year are selling as high as 2006 to 2008 PSF in terms of medium price.
So new condo is still hot.
Very
what
hot.
about resale condo?
Okay, the new condo launches are, from what I see, is really the affluent Singaporean game. The affluent Singaporean, they're going into the new launches. Just like the more affluent group of people are going for the new car, new houses. For the resale condo are typically the upgrader from the HDB upgrader. We still see some record-breaking price itself creeping upward subtly and quietly, which I see it. It favor among the 3-bedroom and the 4-bedroom. Typically the 3-bedroom are the 3-bedroom premium and the 4-bedroom. When upgrader, they love premium because of storeroom, yacht, 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom. For the 1 and 2-bedroom was very challenging. The 1 and 2-bedroom not easy to sell. The 2-bedroom, especially those with 2-bed, 1 bath, as well as 1-bedroom studio, you take more time to market.
Okay, so now quickly, I'm mindful you have a movie to catch. So quickly, landed property. You have a very interesting story on landed.
Moving fast, no supply.
Really?
No supply.
Singaporean damn rich.
Singaporean, I think because interest rate is dipping as low as 1.4+%, depending on how much loan you secured. Landed, probably the inter freehold that you are looking at, decent, is moving towards 5 mil or closer to 5 mil, from 4.5 to 5 mil. So we're going to see the next level. It's unlike 3 years to 4 years ago, you still can find inter terrace 2.8 to 3 mil. So right now it's 4 mil, 4.5, going to 5 million marks for inter itself.
Wow.
Correct.
Okay. And it's still hot.
Supply
Wow.
I mean decent supply.
I see.
Correct.
Okay. So for 2026, what's your gut feel?
My gut feel is that so long the global economy is doing fine, and important thing is that funds must keep on pouring to Singapore. We need to have funds. Government must do some adjustment to policy so that it favor the growth of Singapore itself. At least to maintain the kind of employment. Couples have to be employed. We do not want to see high employment rate. If let's say there's high employment rate, we will see the fire sales.
Wait,
we will see
high unemployment rate.
because my only concern and always concern is always employment rate.
I see. If the employment rate is unemployment rate is high, that will be bad for the property.
Especially among the professional, the couples itself.
I see.
But thank God we are still able to see the media income. The media income is still increasing around 3 to 4% every year. So that's not too bad. It shows that overall the income is still increasing. Coming 2026 is, of course, we know that the interest rate is dipping. Typically, when the norm where the interest rate is dipping, it tend to favor the real estate, it tend to favor the stock market as well. But having said that, right, we still do not have a very clear crystal ball what is going to happen in 2026. I don't want to say that 100% the stock market going to be up or probably the real estate going to be up. We still have to monitor employment rate.
I see. Okay, and last one is, do you think the HDB resale market will continue its current trend of slow, or you think it will pick up again, or hard to say?
Right now, the government is trying to maintain it so that everything is stable, affordable housing for the next generation, for Ben, Emily, kid as well.
Yeah.
I think that they need to do some regulation on that. So, but the government never mentioned that they will promise affordable private property or landed property.
I see.
So I guess the HDB going to be affordable no matter whether is it new or old.
Okay.
But for the private property,
just
wise,
market
free play
forces.
lah, free play.
I
It's
see.
going to be a free play.
Okay. So anyway, so by the way, he runs an agency right now, many agents, but he still handle his customers. So if you are interested, this is not free. This is free marketing, but I don't collect commission. Go look for him. I'll put his number somewhere around here. He's a really good real estate specialist to help you in your real estate needs. But thank you again for very invaluable
So much,
feedback. We're
yeah,
just
yeah.
lucky you happen to meet. JB is wonderful. The tickets here also cheaper, right? In Singapore.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So with this, thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody. Okay.
Merry Christmas.
I will see you all for live stream somewhere tonight or the day after. Okay.
Alright.
Bye bye, guys.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.